Good afternoon, beautiful people. I'm surprised I can still say beautiful people. Now, the last time I spoke to you all, I spoke about my death on December the 16th, 2021. October the 25th, 2021 is when that possible moment for my death arrived. I was at home on the Sunday the 24th, on my own. I prepared myself to go to bed, and I was crying in my room on my own, many things, bygones. And the Polizia Nacional kicked open my front window, broke open my Persian blinds, tasered me through my window, and then were making jokes about shooting me to death. When one of them said, "Oh, we can't shoot him to death, he's unarmed," and they all started laughing. And then the others were saying, "Well, let's taser him." So they tasered me 5 times while I'm in my room doing nothing. As they got their guns and they're talking about killing me, I stepped to the door because as they're tasering me, there's policemen axing down my door to get through to me. Now my room's 2 meters by 3.5, so I had no space to move. So I stepped to the door because I'm thinking if they're going to shoot me, they're not going to shoot their own guys behind me. So I stepped to the door, I put my hands together, I sit down on the floor because I don't want to kill them, because if I kill them, everything ends and there's somebody I had to save. So I sit on the floor, got my hands together, they're axing down the door, and I can feel the murderous intent. And I just move a little bit to the side because of the murderous intent. And as I move to the side, the axe comes through the door, and the point of the axe hits me in the right side of my chest. Now I didn't realize, so I'm sitting on the floor, I haven't even felt it. The police get through, they axe down the door, they jump on me, but because I'm sitting on the floor, my hands together, completely non-violent, there's nothing they can do really. So they bound my hands and bound my legs, and I'm on the floor dressed up like a pig ready to slaughter. They pick me up, I'm face down, but they pick me by the handcuffs on my hands and the handcuffs on my feet, and I'm screaming in pain, not because of the handcuffs, but my energy trying to get out of me and kill them all. They drop me on the floor outside on the street, and one of them is holding the axe, standing over me, as another one takes a picture. And as they do so, the ambulance people who are there can see all the blood all over my chest because of the axe. I still haven't seen the blood all over my chest because of the axe. At this point, everybody realizes, oh shit, we can't take him to the police station and lock him up. We have to let him go to the accident emergency because the ambulance is already here. So I get taken to accident and emergency. At accident emergency, they turn around and say, "You're violent." And I haven't said a word, I haven't done a thing. Remember, I've been sitting on the floor, hands together, in my room crying on my own. And they tie me to a bed and leave me there for 1.5 hours with the blood covering me. And nobody even checks if I'm okay. Okay? A day and a half later, when they check, they see that I'm healed. Now there's all this blood, and even I am shocked. There's a tiny little hole on my chest. It's healed. A tiny hole. You can see my pink flesh underneath, but the hole's so small, it's healing. I don't even have a scar now. It's like I never even got hit. And that was in 2 days. I had no scar left. I was like, wow. A day and a half on the bed, they wheel me to a psychiatric ward, tie me to another bed and leave me there for 4 days. In the 4 days they leave me there, I'm not allowed to go to the toilet or anything, so I just hold it. They seek a court order from a judge, and the judge gives them this court order to tie me down on a bed and fill me with haloperidol, risperidone, and olanzapine to kill my mind. And I'm talking about 200-300 milliliter jabs of haloperidol, 100 milliliter jabs of risperidone, 20 milligram tablets of olanzapine, and injections. And because I was saying you have no right, and this pussy psychiatrist is looking at me saying, I have a court order, I have legal rights. I was like, really? Anyhow, 5 weeks they keep me locked up in this hospital trying to kill my mind. So as I'm a healer, and the greatest healer who's ever lived, I just sit there and heal myself for the 5 weeks they're trying to kill me. So as they fill me with drugs, with the tablets and the injections, I continue healing myself. After 5 weeks of them trying to get a reaction out of me, they couldn't get a single reaction. And as we all know from my first blog, or the last blog in Brazil, inhibition is the thing that separates compos mentis from non-compos mentis. So I've been inhibited for 5 weeks. They can't say shit. Now, the lady I spoke about last year in one of the last videos, because she came and got me out, they discharged me with a complete bill of health, because there's nothing they can do. Unbeknown to me though, the court order gives them the right to pick me up anytime they want to, every 6 months. Every 6 months. But they only have that right to pick me up every 6 months or throw me back into hospital against my right if I haven't been given a clean bill of health. I was given a clean bill of health. So that 6 months ended in May. So I've deliberately held myself not to do a video, not because I give a damn, because I don't, but because this one person I have to protect, which my whole life is now about. The reason I'm doing this video, I wasn't going to risk her for a video which I can wait 6 months. I've abided 44 years to find her, I can wait 6 months. Anyhow, the point of my death that the Creator warned me about to prepare myself came and went, and I did not die. I am no longer able to write. The book is 270 pages into it, and I'm no longer able to write. The soul that I am, the God of death that I am, is no longer able to permit me, this body, to sit and type at the table. I'm in so much pain having to look at the lies, because I am absolute truth, that I can't type anymore. The lady that I am protecting, she is in so much pain because she feels my pain and her own, that she is having such a hard time in her life too. As a result, she is no longer permitted to be among any of you ever again as of today. And I'll tell you how you're going to resolve that. I am no longer permitted to be around any of you as of today, and I'll tell you about that. But before I go into it, as of today, if this is not resolved, every single human being on earth burns for eternity. The angel of death is now letting you know. So as of today, you are going to put this money into her account, because on the bottom of this blog is going to be her account details, and you are going to make sure that as of today, she never has to come back to work ever again. She never has to sit among any of you ever again. I never have to sit among any of you ever again as of today. If this is not done as of today, every single person on earth burns for eternity. And your fire is going to begin like this. 6 times 10 to the 23 universes. Every star in those universes, the heat multiplied. The product is your beginning heat. And you'll say, oh, but we can't feel that heat. Our senses will give out. I am the fabric itself. And I have been burning to death my entire life. My body blistering in flames. Because the entire fabric has been burning me to death my entire life. If I can deal with that fire, you can feel 6 times 10 to the 23 universes, because that's nothing to the fire I'm burning in every day. And I am going to make sure you feel it. So, Gustav Krankt, you billionaire thief. The last time you and I sat down for lunch and you stole my ideas to start your data business for the medical industry. Remember? Now, the only reason why I'm going to give you this opportunity is because you never had a bad heart towards me. You just had a thieving mind. So, as of today, Gustav Krankt, half of everything you own goes to Ariana. I will put her details on the bottom of this. If you don't put half of everything you own in her account today, you burn for eternity. Andrew Seth, the bearer of death, as you are the one who organized me to be locked up and throw away the key, never to be put out on the street again. 100% of everything you own goes to Ariana today, or you burn even more than you're going to burn, because you are burning already. Sorry. Loud. Lower? So, this because it's that lady that I listen. Nobody else can tell me anything. So, as of today, Gustav Krank and just Andrew Seth, you are going to make sure this is done. You don't. Every human being on earth burns. Everyone, good, bad and ugly, all burn, because none of you mean anything to me. Because you've attacked me and my love our entire lives, every single moment. I have not had a single moment of peace from the moment I was born. You killed my mother while she was pregnant with me, and you threw me in the fire to burn, and the doctor saved my life. And every single moment of my life, you've been attacking me with energy, and I have never known a moment without attack. So as a result, and she feels my pain as I feel her pain, as a result, as of today, you have resolved this. Rothschilds, Kelsos, Kellers, what's that little Barty boy name? The other Jew, what's his name? Anyway, you hear me. 100% of everything you earn and own is in her account today. If it's not in her account today, the fire you already see yourself burning in is not going to be close to the fire I am going to burn you in. Now, for you Orthodox Jews in Nizza, France, that came to me, apologies, the noise, that came to me. Who can say they've seen Orthodox Jews on the street with a boombox? These Orthodox Jews came to me in Nizza, France, you know it as Nice, and they sat down beside me, turned on this boombox, singing my praises in front of everybody on the beach in Nizza. I looked at them with such a murderous intent. They ran off, but they were laughing as they ran off because they know they helped. But still, too little, too late. One moment of your assistance when you've given me 44 years of death trying to kill me is not enough. So, every Orthodox Jew on earth, as of today, 100% of everything you earn and own goes into Adriana's account. It is not in her account today. You burn even more than you see yourself burning already. To assist Colonel Powell, the ex-general of the American US. Do you remember when I walked up to you in Detroit airport and I walked up to you and shook your hand as you nearly shit yourself as I looked into your face? The reason why I shook your hand and I don't touch people, I gave you my energy for two reasons. One, the forces still respect you. And with my energy, they're going to listen to you because I already told them they are 80% Moreno and we are being made to kill each other. Right now, this war in Ukraine ends today. It doesn't end today. Every single Moreno in that war burns for eternity, good, bad, and ugly. All those people in that war in Ukraine today, you assist the Morenos of Ukraine to leave Ukraine as of today. Colonel Powell, you are going to be the corporal of the whole globe, coordinating his army, tearing up every Jew, every Slav, and every traitor as of today. From January the 6th, 2022, if there is a single Jew, a single Slav, or a single traitor on this earth, every single human being that makes it past today because Ariana gets what she's gonna get, burns for eternity. So don't think this is one act and it's over. You have a number of acts. Because this is your final opportunity. By January the 6th, if this not completed, every human being on earth burns for eternity. And I'm not talking about those on earth today. I'm talking about every single human being who's ever existed and those who are still to be born. Nobody means anything to me but her. If you do not do this today and by January the 6th, you all burn. Full stop. Now, as for the place Adriana and I are going to go into and live on our own as of today, the Palace Louvre, if you have not entered it, cleaned it out and emptied it, as of today you are going to Gendarme in Paris. If you have not found the documents left by Catherine Medici saying that this building belongs to he, who is signia is all over the building, the double L that is mine. the N and the O, that is mine. The laurel, that is mine. And the journey of the 7 in the kingdoms all over the building, that is mine. If you have not found that document that Catherine Medici left behind, you will find it today as proof that it is my building. The money's in, and everything you own as for those people is in with Ariana today. By the end of this semana, this week, that building, she and I are in. You're not in that building by the end of this semana, she and I, you burn for eternity, every gendarme on earth. Those of you who came to Brazil in the penitentiary I was locked up in by the military police and call me friend. If you don't make sure this happens, assist in them, make sure this happens, you all burn for eternity. Full stop. Now, the Forbidden City and Mount Taishan in China, as of today, you cleanse it. As of today, you empty it. If it is not emptied by the end of the week, the same as the Louvre, every Nippon on earth, from Vietnam to Japan, burns for eternity. Africa. Now, you Africans, most of you are traitors. The lions and the gazelle of Africa, and I'm not talking about those who are only alive, I'm talking about all the dead too. They are the only things that have ever been to heaven because they walked around with me, the God of death, in heaven. Now, if any of you don't believe me, you go to the Papyrus of Anai, the prophecy left behind 7,000 years ago. And in this prophecy, there's a picture of me standing next to a balance of scales, weighing up the heart of every human on earth and deeming you of no value against the spiritual weight of the spiritual mass of one feather. I have already done this. Now, the tropical Moreno standing by the balance is me, because I am he from the tropics. The balance represents my mind used to balance and weigh the probabilities and the truth and falsehood of things. The Anubis, or should I say the god of death that's standing beside, represents the soul I am that is going to burn every blood clot one of you for eternity. And it is there written 7,000 years old, and everything associated to it has created all the myths and fables of today, King Arthur and every other thing itself.
It's low, it's not loud.
Still too loud?
Too much.
Okay. Right, so you do this today. Right, as for Catalan, the region I'm in now, the police who attacked me and threw me into the hospital with an axe hole in my chest, you're all burning, full stop. There is no opportunity for you. Mafias of the earth, you have my gratitude for already stopping your fighting. Colombian cartel, you have my gratitude for coming to Brazil, Sao Paulo, and just being around me, assisting me to leave. Colombian cartel, you have my gratitude again for this week, a couple of you coming around me, and we have a conversation letting every Valencian around me know they're dead. Now, every other mafia on earth that I already gave you instruction to stop your infight, and you have done so, which is why the police have stopped coming at me because they realize you're listening. If you've been preparing yourself like I told you to prepare yourself, today is the day you begin. Now, when I was 17, I put a plan together to kill every IRA on earth. I got 300 men together and I sat them down and showed them how we were going to do it. Because they were so scared they couldn't do it. I was going to kill every head of the mafia in one night. But I spoke to my soul, the death God that I am. And it told me, if I do this, the true aim that I am here for, that I have given myself, I am not going to complete it. So I stepped away from them pussies that I wanted to kill all the IRA with, and got back on this journey of learning to do this for all of you, which the blogs have now presented to you. And the creator said 5 years ago, I've given you enough to see, and if you don't, you burn. Now, as I said about this area, Katala, the mafias, every police person on earth is now up for death. I know you've been preparing yourself. You're going to kill, heads off and in the volcano, every single police person on earth that is not proven. And they will be shown to you to be proven by the fact that they are out there killing Jews and Slavs. If they are not, head off in the volcano, full stop. They are not going to do anything because they want to show themselves as proven to you so you don't kill them, because they know you're fierce and they know you're on my side. So as of today, mafias, you begin ending Every single one of them, all over the earth. You do not need permission because the Creator himself said to do this 7,000 years ago on that prophecy. So even if you don't listen to me, know that the Creator is sitting there right now, and for the last 5 years has been preparing himself to burn every single one of you. Don't ask me. As of today, when you all go to bed, do the 5 breathing, the 5 respirations that I told you to. Put the question to the Creator yourself. He has never spoken to any of you, but for this question, he's going to answer every human being on earth with the one term, yes. So tonight when you go to bed, you put the question to the Creator. Are we going to burn if we do not? You are all going to hear the Creator tell you yes, because I have told him to tell you yes. Because even he's scared that I'm going to burn him for eternity. So, do the breathing exercise I've given you. Put the question and hear the yes for yourself. When you do, you'll know tomorrow morning things better change. Because if Ariana has not got all the funds and everything those people own, as I've said today, they burn. And everybody else is going to join them. So you better get out there and make sure they do it. Because this is no negotiation. I have not had a moment's peace from the moment I was born. I have 200 odd breaks in my ribs alone. I have broken toes, broken arms, a broken shin bone because of the attacks you've made upon me on my lifetime. And my need to stay alive to protect she and protect myself, and originally to protect every human being on earth. But now none of you are under my protection, only she is, which is why I'm no longer able to write. The rest of my life is about protecting her, full stop. Every moment of my life from this moment forward is about protecting her. And the only reason that book may come to an end is because someone typed it as I dictate, because I am no longer able to type, because my soul says no more lies, because I am absolute truth. So, Colonel Powell, you are going to rush through the Americas from north to south, and I'm going to give you an allegory as per Homer. You're going to roll over the lands like the thunder and lightning that I am, and you are going to bring a tidal wave of fury that ends every Jew, Slav, and miscreant on this earth. Full stop. Federales of Brazil, you have my gratitude for coming to the Amazon River and protecting me as I meditated as the Jews and Slavs attacked me. But the reason you're up for burning is because you did the one act and you never came back. You left me to be thrown into the penitentiary and I did no wrong. So, this is your one redemption, Federales of Brazil. You are going to work with Colonel Powell, and you are going to start from the south of Brazil, Ponto Alegre, and you are going to end in the north of Brazil, Macapa, and you are going to wipe every Jew, every Slav, every traitor out of that land before you then all, American Army and Federales, turn westwards and wipe the rest of South America clean of everything that is Jew, Slav, and traitor. If this is not done by January the 6th, you all burn. Remember this. It begins today. Triads, Yakuzas, those of you who have spoken to me personally, Brother John, the higher up, today, you go into England, those of you that are already there, Ricky Dengle, Jeffrey Governor, every Harris, every Davis, every Wilson, every Thomas, every Cruz, every Cooley, you end them by January the 6th. Every Camley, every Davis, you end them all. Every West, every Scott, there is only one West you are not going to touch. That is Patrick West. You are not going to touch him because he is the only male of 3 males in my life who ever showed me anything good that has helped me show love to all the children on earth. So you will not touch him. If he is to burn, I will burn him myself. I have spoken. Over and out.